guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you're new here, I do makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, skincare, anything beauty related, I got you covered. Today's video is a collaboration with the brand Docolor. They are over on Instagram and they kindly reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to try out some PR from them. I said, of course. And they sent me some really cool products. I have eyeshadow here. It's a nice eyeshadow palette. If you know me, you know that I'm pretty like nudes, glowy. Let me show you the colors. You're gonna be like, oh my god, Anna. Ooh. It's nice and bright, right? I figured, you know what? I gotta break out of my like nudes, and I want to play with color, but I want to do it my way. So we're gonna try this out. And they also sent over a brush set. There's 15 brushes. Look at these colors. That is thunder. Look at these beautiful colors. They're so bright. So I'm excited to try it out. They're an affordable brand. So if they're good, you know, I'll let you know. We're gonna try them out. I guess I'll go quickly over the brushes. Now, the brushes do come with a little pamphlet. These are numbered, so they will tell you like number 4 is a blush brush. You know what I mean? But you know my rule. If it fits in a certain area, use it for that. You don't have to necessarily stick this as like, okay, this is a powder brush. If you want to use it for bronzer, if you want to use it for powder, blush, whatever your heart desires. These are really, really soft. They feel amazing. It's got like I'm guessing, I don't know if this is plastic or aluminum, but it's lightweight, okay? And they're not heavy. This is good for, like, for contouring, maybe highlight, a blush, whatever you want it to be. I have my face, like I have makeup on my face. I'm probably not going to use these. I'm not sure, but I will definitely be using some of these. These are the like eyeshadow eyeliner brush. Like this is a concealer brush, that I can tell because of the way it's shaped. But like here you have like a crease brush. It has a nice like flexibility. It's cut really nice too. It's super soft, which I like. This you can use for lip, you can use for eyeliner. These are going to be your eyeshadow brushes basically. This is a good eyeliner brush or maybe a brow brush, but these are going to be the ones that you're going to interchange for eyeshadows. So you got like a small crease brush. You have kind of an all over to apply eyeshadow. This one's cut on a bit of an angle. This one's a little more, like it's shorter and dense than this one. So this is good for packing color. This is good for blending out the crease, or even, I feel like it'd be good for highlight too. Another eyeshadow brush and a smaller kind of like shader brush. Now they did give me a 20% off code for you guys. It is an affiliate code, so if you do make a purchase, I do make some commission off of it. So just want to be transparent about that. All right, so like I said, I have most of my makeup done already, so we're going to focus on eyes today. We are going to try this eyeshadow palette. Now, for the most part, these are all bold colors. There are a few colors here that I would use as like an all over color, like natural or like a base, and then start to play with these colors. I do have swatches for you guys, so let's cut into swatches. Alright, so here we have the Tropical 34 Shadow Palette from Docolor. It says Dream in Color. There's no mirror, but it's got a beautiful like art to it. And here are the colors. These are so vibrant. So let's swatch one of these. Okay, so real quick actually, it looks like you have some metallic shades here at the top, except for that one, and then a few metallic shades here and there, and you have a nice amount of matte shades, which is really nice. And this looks like the bronzer, highlight, blush, and maybe like a little setting powder or an all over kind of transition color. You can use these however you want. So let's see. The color that is popping out to me right now is this one right here. So I'm going to take it and swatch it. Oh, whoa, hello. That is vibrant. Let's see. That's very creamy, and it's not chalky. All right, so I'm gonna keep swatching. I'm gonna go down, I think I'm gonna go down the line. So probably fast forward these so I don't bore you, but that's what we're gonna do. That is the first 5 down. I don't have any primer on. All right, let's do the next ones. That is the third row. This one is a very like pale yellow, so that's why it's not really coming up, because I have kind of a yellow undertone, but that is the fourth row. That is the fifth row. That is the sixth row. I'm gonna do the shades on the side. So apparently it's 2 bronzers, a highlighter, and a blush. I'm guessing these are the bronzers. This one's not really a bronzer shade, to be honest with you. We'll swatch them to see how they look, and then this highlight shade is a little light, but we'll see. So first up, the bronzer shade. It feels really silky and smooth. Then the second bronzer shade. This to me is more of a matte highlight shade. I wouldn't say that's a bronzer. Not even for a fair person. A blush. That's pretty. Oh, very nice. And then the highlight shade, which is pretty icy, but there you go. Very creamy, very like buttery. Alright, so you saw the swatches. I would say for the most part, these eyeshadows, they don't feel chalky. They're pretty buttery. Now, obviously, if you see when I swipe the swatch, it starts off strong and then it kind of gets a little bit like lighter. But we're going to try them out and we're going to see. Now, if you know me, you know I do not use primer. I don't see the purpose for it for myself. Like, I don't have oily lids or anything, so I don't have a problem with it like shifting around. So we're going to see that. Obviously, if you throw primer underneath, the colors will be more vibrant. So whatever you're more comfortable with. Now, these are supposed to be bronzer shades. This is a bronzer shade, this is not. But this shade, I think I like for an all-over color, so I'm going to use it as a base. And then this is the blush shade, and this is a highlighter shade. So I'm going to start off with... I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I have very like kind of nude makeup today, so I can really go in any direction with this. I feel like blues are a hard color to use, so I think we're going to go in with the blue. First, I'm going to go all over with, I'm going to take this brush, and this is the number 9 brush. I'm going to take that like really creamy shade, and I'm going to apply that to my lid just to kind of brighten up that area. It's applying very nicely. You can see how that kind of neutralized my eye area nice. Same thing on the other side. Alright, next I'm going to use a color for a transition. And I want to use think I'm going to use this brush, the number 6. Now for transition color, I don't really have a technical transition color here, but this color that's called Seashell Hunting, I'm going to try that. I would say that is probably the most nude eyeshadow in this palette. I'm going to take that and I'm going to just run it into my crease. You can see the color building up. That's really pretty. The brush is nice. It's cut very nicely where I can just kind of stick it into my crease and let it do its job. Just like that. Now let's jump into some color. Alright, I'm looking at the shade. It's called Deep Dive. And it's this one right here. Now, I'm somebody who likes to put color like strategically in certain areas. So I think what I'm going to do is I might do like a thick wing kind of look where it's going to be an eyeshadow application, but I'm going to make it look more like a winged liner. So I'm going to take brush number 12 and I'm going to pick that Deep Dive color up. I'm going to come in close. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to like line it on my lower lid. So see how I have it out in the corner like that? And I'm going to take the 15, which is like an angled brush, and I'm going to pick that up on this. And I'm going to like really sharpen that edge. Just like that. Like that for me, like that's how I would wear like a bold color like this. And I think it's really pretty. Now, like I said, I'm not using eyeshadow primer, and the color payoff is pretty nice. Because you can see that. Now, you know what, just because I know some of you do use eyeshadow primer, let me grab one real quick. I found eyeshadow primer. I have this one here from e.l.f. This is the one that I think it's like $1. It's called Sheer. I'm going to put that on this eye. Gonna let that dry a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with the same eyeshadow color. Note to self: do your eyeshadow before your mascara. I would say with the primer, yes, it's definitely a little more blue, but it looks really pretty. Now I'm just gonna kind of smoke out like this part up here just to kind of soften it a little bit, and I'm gonna take brush number 10 And I'm gonna just diffuse it up to like my crease. Just so it kind of blends in nice. Same thing on this side. Just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of, I'm gonna take that brown shade that I used originally in my crease, and I'm gonna take brush number 14, and I'm gonna use that just to kind of line underneath my eyes. I want to get a nice tight line to my lower lash line. Just like that. Very subtle. And then I'm going to take number 13. Actually, I'm going to use a thicker one to really diffuse that underneath the eyes. Just like that. Very soft. And that is it. Again, that's how I would wear like a nice bright color. We'll definitely keep experimenting with these eyeshadows. They're very pretty, very bright. Definitely a little bit different from what I'm used to, kind of like what you're used to seeing me use, which is totally fine. But I definitely think that these would be fun to use as like eyeliners, as like little pops of color. Like if you have a nice eye and then you put like a crease shadow, right? But you just need a pop of color, especially now in the summertime, like you want something a little bit bright. I think these are going to be fun to play with. So I'll definitely be doing another video with these soon, just to kind of bring a little more color. Because this is, again, this is probably the most colorful palette now that I have, because mine tend to be more nudes, and I'm okay with that, but it's nice to introduce a little bit of color. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.